All right, class of 1987, Beach Week, let's rock! So I had this jacket in my parents' attic for the number of years, and I just noticed, oh my goodness, I think that, hey, check it out. It smells horrible, so I have an asthma attack halfway through. You guys will know why. So, is everybody enjoying their dessert? For most of you ladies, I imagine it's the first dessert you had in like 6 months. You gotta lose that 20 pounds for the reunion, right? I mean, that's why I didn't go to my preschool reunion, because I gained like 150 pounds. So no way I was going to that. I almost didn't come to this reunion, and it had nothing to do with gaining weight. Well, it did have a little to do with gaining weight. But it's sometimes awkward when you get back with these people that you haven't seen for so long. So no matter how much you've done with your life, you seem to revert back to the relationship you have with those people, right? Right? You guys are already looking at that. Like, you're already laughing. I mean, I didn't say anything funny, right? So, I mean, for example, he's not here, I hope, but if Juan Vargas was here right now, I would automatically give him my lunch money. I'd just be like, you know, just like, here you go. And then start running. He's not here, is he? He's here. Okay. Just kidding, that's cool. So, the other reason I was reluctant to come is because, let's be honest, I mean, the reason we're here is to see how we measure up against our peers, right? And when you're a male, it really comes down to 3 criteria: hair, health, and wealth, right? Hair, how much do you have and what color is it? Health, how fat are you? And wealth, well, let's be honest, right? We all want to see a W-2 pinned next to the name tag, right? To see how we stack up. And I'll tell all you guys right now, if you want to leave this event feeling good, come talk to me. Because I am unemployed. You can see my hair, right? All I did was tell the dude to take the gray out. And I gained 20 pounds, and that's just in my face. Now, you women aren't off the hook either. You have a different set of criteria. Your criteria is, what is the size of the ring on your finger compared to the size of the dress on your back? Example, Eva Longoria, 14 karat diamond, size 1 dress. Winner, right? Rosie O'Donnell, no ring, moo-moo. If I can help you ladies out there too. I don't wear a wedding ring, and now that I'm at home, I actually do wear a moo-moo on occasion. So I can help you guys feel good about that as well.
Where is your moo-moo?
I actually wanted to get up here and talk to you guys because I'm working at home now, and I really don't have an opportunity to talk to anybody. But I just was observing some changes that have happened across, you know, the world in the last 20 years. And to start with pop culture. You know, you look at the hit movies that are out now. I mean, we didn't have stuff like the Transformers. Wait a minute. Or like, maybe that's a bad example. How about Superman, recent blockbuster? I mean, we didn't have, wait a minute, we had like 3 Superman movies, right? Dukes of Hazzard, I mean, that's been a hit. Wait a minute, we had the original Dukes of Hazzard. Well, how about bands? Let's see, the Hot Tours this summer, Police, I mean, we didn't have, wait a minute, didn't we originate the Police? I mean, what? How come everybody's copying us? How come everybody mocks the 80s as if all they're doing is remaking it? In my life, though, I have to tell you that a few things have changed, but not a lot. Again, if you want to feel good about yourself, you know, come talk to me. Still living in Northern Virginia. I'm still unemployed, and I'm still dating. I'm still seeing the same woman, Karen Donaldson. Yeah, she's hot. Yeah. You can't hardly even tell she has a corset on. But anyhow, we had a couple kids. The first one was rough. I gotta tell you, she was like screaming and yelling and vomiting, and I swear to God, we gave birth to the devil. I mean, that and the laser red eyes. So one night I snuck into their room with a flashlight and I checked her scalp, you know, for the 666. Boy, was I relieved when I just found a 999. I mean, talk about dodging a bullet, right? The other thing you got to do when you marry your high school sweetheart, you got to keep things fresh. You got to keep things new and different, right? Same person for a long time. So Karen, God bless her soul, agreed to get a boob job. But we weren't sure if we were going to like it, so we started with just one. And, you know, took it for a test drive, see what it looks like in all seasons and all different kinds of clothes. And, you know, we're saving up for the next one eventually. You notice you kind of watch to the left a little now, but, you know, that's cool. Well, besides me, let's talk about some obvious things. Who here went on a tour of the school? Right? Some major differences there, right? I mean, I look at that new student parking garage. I mean, we don't have a parking garage. I don't know what that's going to do for student parking, but I guarantee you, teen pregnancy and drug use is going to go up. I mean, look how much trouble we got into, and all we have is the ramp. Right? Speaking of the ramp, whatever happened to the grit? Is the grit extinct now? I mean, is that no longer, did they evolve? If they're extinct, then I guess it's true that smoking does kill. The other thing that I think we need to recognize is those athletic fields, right? I mean, those are magnificent. We didn't have that. And in fact, as wonderful as they are and as much as they cost, I think it's actually going to be detrimental to the athletic programs at Yorktown. Because how are soccer players going to learn agility if they don't have to dodge the baseballs the baseball players are hitting into the soccer field, right? And how are the baseball players going to learn to hit the ball fields if they're not hitting balls at the faggy soccer players, right? And then as far as that track's concerned, I mean, come on. A rubber track? How are kids supposed to develop shin splints these days? I mean, and then where are they supposed to hide when they're trying to run the 1.5 miles and skip 2 laps? They don't know where to hide anymore. I think one of the biggest changes that I've seen, though, is in kids and the way kids are treated and the behavior of kids. For example, dodgeball. Kids aren't allowed to play dodgeball anymore because it's humiliating, right? It's humiliating to be picked last. It's humiliating to get hit by the ball first. That's not humiliating. Humiliating is having to wear a frickin' Speedo when you're in 9th grade and go to a swimming unit, right? That's humiliating. At the exact age when you're the most self-conscious about your body and at least control of it. And then you gotta go parade in front of all the girls that you're trying to impress anyhow. I can't tell you how many extra laps I swam to make sure I didn't get out of the pool with Pinocchio in my pants. That's humiliating. The other part, don't get me started on the internet. When we were kids, we had to do a report, we had to walk into the library and copy and plagiarize by hand to get that report done. It doesn't happen anymore. They just go to the internet and they just print it off. That's just, to me, I don't understand how a kid's going to learn a work ethic that way. It's just not the way it's done. And cell phones, I mean, cell phones they're fine and all, but how is a kid supposed to learn social organization if all they got to do is send a text message out to the 16 friends they have and say on Friday night, meet at Jones' house? We had to drive up and down Lee Highway, from McDonald's to Pizza Hut, and an occasional veerance off to Glebe Road, and find a friend who had a car, and then follow that car to wherever they were going, and it was a gradual social building amoeba. And the biggest concern that I have is how are the kids these days going to learn to spray pedestrians with fire extinguishers if they're not driving aimlessly around Arlington? So, I had some other stuff to say, but I forgot it. That's why I'm an amateur comic and unemployed. But I would like to thank Andrea, and about to have an asthma attack because of his jacket. But thanks a lot, and you guys enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah, rebound home for Kevin.
Comic.